じて
Alright, welcome to the episode of my nighttime series. This is the 5th installment, and today I just want to talk about a couple of things, some things I've been doing in the game, and just talk about some characters because I've had to think about some things. I just want to talk about some certain champions because I feel like there are just some characters in this game that I actually regret ranking up, and that's a bit weird because I rank a lot of champs very frequently, and I always have a reason behind it, right? But sometimes I just really regret doing the rank up, but I just want to talk about that for today. I also want to talk about the wildcard weekend, of course, because there were more games that happened today, and they were quite interesting. So yeah, pretty fun night overall. My day, though, let's talk about my day first. We gotta talk about the day. My day was pretty boring because, didn't really have much going on. It's just a simple Sunday, no arenas, nothing like that. Though I barely do arena anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So yeah, posted a video for today. Today's video was about me achieving Gladiator Circuit and my best characters for that. If you haven't seen that, I suggest you go check it out. I just went over who I used, mainly my best defenders, my best attackers, things like that. And I am just so excited for the next Battlegrounds meta, man. I'm so excited to play in Gladiator Circuit because it's just so much fun. Battlegrounds is so much fun for me. I cannot wait to make more Battlegrounds content. I love making Battlegrounds content, to be honest. It's just really fun because it's just so enjoyable, man. It's just there really is no limitations on what you can do. So yeah, I'm excited to post more Battleground stuff. The next meta is Hazard Shift, so maybe there's gonna be some pretty cool characters there I can use. So yeah, looking forward to that. And after that, I took a nap, and then it was the playoff time. So yeah, but first I want to talk about something that I encountered while I was setting up my deck for the Gladiator Circuit. There are just some characters that I will never use at all, ever, that are, already rank 3. And when I think about it, I'm just wow, why did I take up this character? Because here's the thing, I think I have, 45 rank 3 6-stars, and I have 17 rank 4s. I'm not going to tell you my 17 rank 4s because what I like doing on my channel is I like making special trailers for each rank 4 and then doing a proper series on all of them. And right now I'm on Mangog, right? Mangog was my 10th rank 4, so I'm 7 behind. But don't worry because the Mangog series is ending tomorrow. That is the finale for the Mangog series. And then after that, it's going to be, I think it might be a double header for a rank 4 reveal. So yeah, I'm going to try to catch up very soon because I do have other rank 4s planned. I do have some catalysts I need to use. So yeah, just keep that in mind. But yeah, I was setting up my deck for Battlegrounds, right? And then there were just some characters that I was wow, these guys will never see any use in my deck at all, huh? And one character I want to talk about that I regret ranking up is Iron Man Infinity War. So I took him up because I watched some YouTube videos about how he just had this really broken synergy and how if you play him at low health, he becomes an absolute god and he just is super useful, right? And then reality hit, I took him up. And it's just so impractical, man. He's such an impractical character to play. Even with his duration increases, even with his new buff, I just feel he isn't that viable overall. And I just feel I will never use this guy once in my entire life. And in a Battleground spectrum, he's a good defender, but he's so miserable on offense that I just cannot justify putting him in my deck. Especially because Human Torch exists, right? And Human Torch can just plow through Iron Man Infinity War anyways. So there's just very little reason for me to have him in my deck, and that is just a rank up that I absolutely regret. So yeah, there's one of them. Now look, I know ranking for Alliance War defense is a thing, and I really respect it. I believe that if you want to really help out your alliance, and it's a great thing to do. But for me, the only defense rank up that I've done, I took them up, right? And then I left my alliance afterwards, so I never used them once on defense. And this one was Invisible Woman. Okay, Invisible Woman, she's pretty bad, right? She's a pretty bad character. She's somewhat fun, but she's just so stressful to where I just cannot justify using her at all in any single piece of content. And the worst part was, had I not had to do it for defense, I would have never touched her. She would have still been rank 1, level 1, just collecting ISO. Maybe I take her out for a spin every couple of weeks, just for fun in Roman Legends. But besides that, she would have seen zero use. And the fact that I now have her at rank 3 and she's not even that good on defense anymore, it's just really sad because you can't use her in Battlegrounds. She's not really good in Battlegrounds at all. Her health pool is just way too low to be viable for a defender, and she just has pretty much no utility to use on attack in the battleground spectrum. So this is the most painful type of rank up for me. The most painful type of rank up is when it is for a specific reason and they can't even like be utilized for that reason after a very short amount of time. So yeah, that one really sucks as well. And there are just so many rank ups in this game that can like instantly come back to bite you. But I feel like the number ones are just like the ones that you have a lot of fun with at like rank 1, then you take them to rank 3, and then you realize that, hey, they're not really all that. Like for me, Sentry was kind of that for me as well. I have a rank 3 Sentry. I took him up because he was just so much fun at rank 1, and then he just turns out to be a massive, massive disappointment overall. And I know that's kind of silly because, like, you know, everyone knows the Sentry is just kind of bad. But I was like, maybe this guy is missing, like, maybe I'm, like, missing something with this guy. Maybe he's actually, like, an actual beast or something. And I took him to rank 3. I had so much fun with him for, like, an hour and a half. And then, like, after that, like, clarity hit. And now he just kind of sits there collecting dust. So, yeah. I just want to get that off my chest, you know, like, I just have some confessions to make, and that was my confession, that I actually do end up regretting some rank ups, because I usually like to tell myself that I don't regret any single rank up that I've done, but I just cannot, like, hide that. There are some rank ups that I just really regret, and those are the main 3 that I wanted to talk about today. But now let's talk about some sports. So, the wildcard weekend continued today, and, it was the Bills versus the Dolphins. The Bills ended up winning that one. I'm going to be honest with you, I did not watch that game. I know that Josh Allen did amazing. I know that there was a bit of a comeback that was brewing with the Dolphins. They were down like 17-0, and then the final score was like 31-34 with the Bills barely winning. So yeah, that seemed like a great game. I unfortunately did not watch it. I saw like the first quarter and it was just a very rough time for the Dolphins. So I kind of like tuned out. I think I took my nap after the first quarter and then I woke up and I was like, hey, turns out it's a pretty interesting game. But I did watch the second half of the Giants and the Vikings game, which I honestly had a feeling that the Giants were going to win because the Vikings are just like, they're really good at times, but then other times they're just like, how is this team like this good? How did they have such a good winning record? But I mean, they've always had like very tight games anyways. It was bound to like come back and bite them eventually. But the Giants, congrats to them, you know, they're a pretty decent team. Daniel Jones, he's pretty all right. I can't really talk too much about them because I'm not like the most avid Giants fan. Like I don't really watch them that frequently, but I know my friend does. He didn't really have too much faith in them, but he's pretty happy that they won. So yeah, now the game that's going on right now is the Bengals and the Ravens. This one's going to be very interesting. I'm going to bet on the Bengals winning this one just because I feel like they're so powerful, man. Like, Joe Burrow is just, like, unreal. He is so awesome. One of my favorites. He's just, like, a really awesome guy. Super cool. Very strong team overall. Like, there's just so many, like, very good people on that team. Very good people. I should probably start wording things better, huh? Ravens. I've always liked the Ravens. I love their color scheme. I love, like, their logo. I love their whole vibe. But this season has been, like, kind of rough for them overall. Like, it was going very well with, like, Lamar Jackson, but then he got a bit hurt. And then things kind of just went south very, very fast for them. So, yeah, I think Lamar is playing in this game, so it should be a very close one. But I'm still going to say that the Bengals are going to win this. I do love both these teams, though. I don't really, like, care who wins this one because I really want both of them to make it far. So, yeah, should be interesting. I will be watching that as soon as I finish recording this. And, yeah. Alright, so that's going to wrap up this video. Let me know your thoughts on my rank up regrets. Do tell me your rank up regrets in the comments. I really, really, really want to hear them. Like, I beg of you, please tell me, like, who you regret ranking up in the comments, because I really want to see, like, who y'all regret. It should be very interesting to hear. Some of y'all might regret, like, some very good characters, so it could be very fun to read through. And let me know your thoughts on who's going to win between the Bengals and the Ravens. I'm going to bet the Bengals. Ravens, I feel like they do have a chance, though. They have a pretty good chance overall as well. So, yeah, who knows, man? This has been a very interesting wildcard weekend, and I cannot wait for the Cowboys and the Buccaneers game tomorrow. But, yeah, that's about it for me.